Okay, hi everybody, it's Bonk922 again. I did Parasite, I uploaded that already. I'm gonna do this, and then when I come home later today from work, I'm gonna do Maggie and I believe JoJo, as far as I know. JoJo. Oh, by the way, as far as the first impressions are concerned, I will come out with those. I'm gonna see a lot. The basic thumb is I'm going to do them after episode 3. After episode 3, I'll do first impressions on the Winter Animes. Okay, One Piece. No Bleach this week. I want to briefly talk about this. Um, Kubo. I know this is kind of a play joke, but I mean, come on. He got Togashi. That's basically what happened. I mean, Togashi. Well, he it's his back. He gets an illness, Kubo, and it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, no Bleach this week. Just One Piece. But this One Piece chapter I found very intriguing, surprisingly enough. I mean, we had basically, I looked at a day where they called them the Goon Squad or some shit like that. Robin, Bartolomeo, and Cavendish. Or Cavendish slash, what, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Um, this was intriguing. The reason I like this, and this basically was called Half and Half, chapter 773. It was kind of interesting because you have here Bartolomeo at the end of the chapter. He kind of like pays an homage to Luffy, and I noticed in the comment section, the manga stream, people were saying, "Oh, he's going to join the Straw Hats." I would even go one as to say this: Bartolomeo could, in fact, try to, you know, like go his own way, with his own crew instead of joining the Straw Hats. I see that happening. Also in this chapter, obviously we had Cavendish and his other self, me, myself, and homicidal sword wielding maniac. Um, and he basically comes out. He one shot fucking Dillinger like nothing. Um, and Robin stops him. And here's another thing: what they have Robin set up for, pretty awesome fight. But basically they basically are dealing with two things. They're dealing with, Cavendish's other self, and at the same time, we have Gladius. Gladius kind of surprised me in this chapter as far as, his fighting, because not only was he able to rupture things, but his hair are like poison needles, which totally blew me off. He basically shot him at Bartolomeo, and his legs got numb and shit. And basically what happens is Bartolomeo uses himself to create a barrier ball around him. So that way, when he does it, if he does explode, because he basically blew himself up, um, Gladius, that he won't harm them. And what ends on happening was kind of interesting. Basically, um, Cavendish was able to get Robin and himself above the wall because he was going to blow up the wall pretty much, Gladius. And that's when we have this one scene with Bartolomeo. He basically does a Bara no Mi. So it was like an homage to Luffy. He basically was a barrier um punch pistol, if you will. And he has like a sad moment. He's crying and shit. He's like, "I'll become meant to be, you know, for you, Luffy Senpai." And here's the thing. I know Bartolomeo, you know, He's the fanboy. But give him credit. I like him. I do. I do. I like this crazy motherfucker. I really do. Um, for someone who in the One Piece world, who is a fan of Luffy, Zoro, Robin, all the Straw Hats, you gotta admit one thing. That's pretty awesome. That in the series, there's a character who's a fan of the main characters, main crew of the story that it circles around. That's pretty awesome. I dig it. And also we had that scene, but then at the very end, okay, we got Rebecca and Soldier-san, who's back to human form, that continue fight with Diamante. And boom, here comes Robin. And she does this morph thing with her hands. Very intriguing. I really enjoyed that. And then basically she's now gonna fight Diamante. And I'm like, ooh, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Because I didn't actually expect this to happen. This surprised me. Because I thought it was just gonna be Rebecca's father fighting Diamante. But now she's come into the fold. And now this is gonna be awesome. I have a feeling. So overall, 5 out of 5. I have to give this a 5 out of 5. Between the thing with Bartolomeo and also, the thing with Cavendish, I thought that was done very well. I like the whole half and half. His face going between the two. It was an enjoyable chapter. Some funny moments, but some serious moments and drama-filled moments as well. And I guess you could say this is the first chapter of One Piece for 2015, and so far I'm digging it. We'll continue on from here. Yeah. And I'm really listen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hyped for Robin going against Diamante. I'm hyped for it. I really am. I cannot wait to see this shit in action. And knowing Diamante's abilities and Robin's, kind of interesting. Because at some point I thought Robin was gonna fight not Pika. Fuck, I forgot his name. Treble. But she didn't fight him. So now she's gonna fight Diamante. Should be interesting. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Bartolomeo, does he deserve to be on the Straw Hats? He's a fanboy, but now he's coming into his own. He's basically saying, I will become, for you, Luffy senpai. So he was crying and shit. So I think, yeah, he'll go his own way. He'll stride forward. So Bartolomeo's the man. Bonkai 922. Cavendish is his other self though, man. Yeah, fucking Dilger was shit. He got shitted on. That was awesome. I love that shit. But yeah, Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Like I said, also, I'm basically going to just watch through G Gundam. I'm not going to do the block reviews of it. I'm just going to stop it there and do an anime series review when it's over. Also, so I forgot to just mention that. So yeah, Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow, JoJo. Yo, Iggy. Tomorrow night, you got Iggy again, yo, and Joe, Charo, and that guy gonna fight. It's gonna be awesome. I'll see you guys later.